I'm getting some type of message. I don't go live often, but I'm still getting used to it. Hello, what's up? This is Lady T, and I'm up here trying to figure out what to do with my hair on Christmas morning because I have had my hair locked down in these little braids, usually four, for about at least 2 to 3 weeks. After I washed my hair, I literally locked it up and I have not had time. I've been working my way through putting a comb through each section of my hair, and this is the only section that I did not comb. So, I had every intention this morning to put some perm rods in my hair, maybe just to have my hair set, to stretch it in case I do something. I haven't used these perm rods in years, so I wouldn't know if they're gonna break because when you put them on, because sometimes you can put these on and it can be so old that they break. So when I was taking my hair out this morning, it actually didn't look bad. So I'm gonna just go with an old-fashioned braid out, but I figured I would stop in and say Merry Christmas. I can't believe it's already Christmas, and where I'm from in Buffalo, it's crazy. So I ain't going nowhere. But I honestly didn't have any intention of going anywhere. I was already cooking my own food and making a little pie, and then I was gonna hang around and see if something came up. But I was planning to stay home because no place like home. And it's just a lot of snow, wind, and craziness out there. But I got this last little braid, and I figured, hey, I'll go live since I don't plan to do my hair how I thought, but it actually don't look bad. And I credit this to my flaxseed, okay? Because my hair was just in those little dry braids, and it looked really dry. But I guess when I was combing it throughout, it took me probably a whole week to get through, maybe two, these three sections with a comb and then re-braid it. But I really do see the difference because look at, my hair felt really dry at first when I took them out, but it's like it's waking up, and I must say I'm shocked. So I'm just gonna wear my hair like this. I'm likely gonna stay home. I don't expect any visitors, but you never know. So I'm just getting myself ready. And although it's Christmas and I don't always do much for the holidays, if I don't plan to do much for the holidays, I still kind of like to dress up because it puts me in a good mood. And I've been in this house looking like a troll. So I said it's about time to finish my hair. I was pleasantly surprised. So one of the tricks I did before I went live, and I'm going to go ahead and take this off because I don't plan to be on long. I just want to say Merry Christmas. But one of the things I did do is have a plastic cap on my hair for about 30 minutes before I touched it. My hair gets very kinky, it knots up. So by putting the plastic cap, I've learned my roots will not get as matted. The hair will come out. It just will have a nicer feel because it has that moisture in it. It was able to get a little moisture in it. So that's something I've learned is that with my texture, you gotta let that moisture in. But it's better with a plastic cap for some reason. It's like it's more even. So I was like, wow. I was expecting my hair to look worse, but I can tell it kind of looks vibrant, and I'm just gonna wear a good old-fashioned braid out. Go make me a pie, because let me tell you, I made a sweet potato pie for the first time yesterday. Oh Lord, and it looked so good, but honey, let me tell you, I think I put a tad bit too much milk. Because with sweet potato pie, you see a lot of people make it and it's really thick, which that's how you want it. And mine's looked a little more runny, a little bit not as thick, but it looked fine once it cooked because you just cook it longer. But then today I noticed like, okay, this could have been a little thicker. So good news, I have a couple more sweet potatoes in the fridge, and I'm gonna go ahead and make them again because I have an extra pie crust. So I was hoping not to cook today. I wanted to do like a pie, and I made lasagna, so I did that yesterday so I would just be able to relax today. But that sweet potato pie is good, but it ain't the right texture. But if you by yourself on Christmas and maybe you go to people's house to cook, and maybe that's the main reason you go, because that's what I used to go for. I used to like to cook, eat everybody's food. I used to love the vibe of just visiting people. But now I'm kind of starting to want to cook my own food because some people some people can one day they kind of get flaky. Maybe they want to have something this year, maybe they don't. And then this year with the weather, even if people wanted to have things, you wouldn't be. We have a driving ban, so there's so much snow and wind and ice, we can't even leave. You can get a ticket right now for driving in this kind of snow. Okay, so that just goes to show you it's good to start learning a little bit about how to make pies and how to make your favorite Christmas meal, because honestly it's not that hard. And just like me, it failed the first time. I wouldn't say it failed, but it was definitely some stuff I saw when I made my batter that I said you should add another sweet potato, just because I knew the consistency was not as thick as I normally see. But I said, you know what? Once it has an egg in it, once it cooks. Now this is a prime example in the back, this matted part that I didn't comb this section. I have a mat at the top, but because I used the plastic cap, and I'll just add a little bit of oil, it seems to really help this not become a worse situation. And this, I learned this when I was taking my mini twist out, and I was like, oh my God, my hair is so matted. What am I gonna do? Because you know, mini twists are kind of small. I can't see, so I don't know how it's gonna show up, but the light is really bright. But then I said, oh, let me put a plastic cap. You know how you just had that moment like, what's the quickest way to get moisture? A plastic cap. I put that plastic cap on for probably 15 minutes and then went back at those mini twists that were all matted like this, and it broke right apart, and I was amazed. One thing that also helps is that you use a product that has a detangling agent, and what I've noticed is I've been using the Giovanni still. In all the years that I've used this product, I did not realize it was a detangler, okay? I just thought it was just a moisturizer, and it will really help those hair strands separate, as well as the grapeseed oil. My hair loves grapeseed oil. For some reason, it just has a way of pulling my hair apart. And you see, look at how that mat is just loosening up. Usually I would end up with knots on the ends of my hair, and this braid has been in here for over 3 weeks, okay? Don't judge me. I did a mud wash through my hair in 4 braids, and I've been wearing my little winter hat. That's the beauty of the winter. You can put a hat on, so nobody can tell how your hair look. But I'm just getting my hair ready for the day, and like I said, I'm just doing a good fashion old braid out because I actually was pleasantly surprised. And like I said, I'm just gonna stay home. I'm gonna go make this sweet potato pie, the second one, and I'm gonna learn how to make it, because I'm gonna tell you something. All that going to other people's houses, I'm cool with that, but it's something about learning how to create your own type of Christmas. Like, you know, I tend to like the holidays where, you know, you go to events for the holidays, you know, chill with your family, which is great. But really, I like to just watch Christmas movies, have my hot cocoa or tea, have my favorite kind of pie. See how this one to get kind of matted, so you gotta be careful. This section need to be combed. But that's a whole nother video, because a comb has become one of my best friends. And I used to be so against combs. But honey, when you got this type of texture where it's real stringy or it's thin hair strands and that stuff to get matted, the best thing is having a comb to get all that shedded hair out. And I'm learning better which combs to use and how doing it, making sure it's wet. It's just the art to this type of texture, because it's strong, but it's not the strongest texture. It can rip right out because it's silky. But now I feel a little bit of matte, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. But I'm just chilling, about to go make another pie because my first one was a fail. And you know, the best part is I have 2, and I said, thank goodness I didn't cook them both at one time. And then, like I said, I made a lasagna because I love lasagna. And I'm chilling, you know, and I'll be talking to my family, you know, through FaceTime. You know what's funny in this, where I'm from? For Thanksgiving, we had a crazy storm, and we had an event planned with the family, and that got canceled because it was a storm right around the week of Thanksgiving. And now, here's Christmas, and right before Christmas, we get this horrible blizzard. And even if something was planned, it would have been canceled. So once again, that's why this year I really learned, start getting in the habit of having your own holiday goals. And something as simple as learning how to make your favorite holiday meal, or you know, your favorite pie. Trust me, it's so simple. And you might jack it up like me, because I was just glancing over some sweet potato pie videos. I wasn't really studying them and writing down anything that people did. I just kind of watched it a couple times and say, okay, this is pretty simple. But then I couldn't remember, do people put a little milk in their sweet potatoes or not? Because I know they have to add something to make the consistency not so thick. So I saw a couple videos where some people use evaporated milk. I said, look, I got almond milk. But I think I put a tad bit too much. And the thing is, you just gotta trust your instinct. When I saw the liquid or the consistency, I knew it was too a little. It could be thicker. And I said, well, it got an egg in it, so shouldn't it cook? But yeah, it had an egg in it, but it just makes it harder. You better off just making it kind of thick, and it'll go perfectly. So the taste was on point. I didn't use a lot of sugar. I actually used honey. I'm a honey person. I made peach cobbler not too long ago that turned out perfect. For the holidays, I really do love to have like a couple every week. I like the idea of making something. Like I made peanut butter cookies last week. The week before that, it was peach cobbler, and this week was supposed to be sweet potato pie. So I'm just building my own little holiday routine. And hopefully I would love to even have something where people come to my home. Some people, where it's like a brunch or something. You know, just get some tea and pastries or coffee and then just for 2 hours or something and then keep it moving. But I think that's not bad. It's amazing how your hair be looking janky. And then when you take it out, it just come together. Because them little 4 braids, honey, I'd be like, ooh. And my hair on this end is not perfect because it needs a comb on it, so I will definitely be combing. As you can see, quite a bit of shedded hair is coming out because that section has not been detangled or combed in like, oh, almost probably a month. Whereas this section, the other 3 parts, 1, 2, 3, I did comb, and I can see a big difference in how the hair moves and behaves. So I am pro comb, but that's a whole nother video. I'm still recovering from some thinning in the back of my hair, so I'll add a little castor oil. You always want to, anywhere you have thinning, I believe you got to wake those blood cells up and touch it. Because if you think about it, you probably don't do much to the center of your head, so I think those follicles go to sleep. And that's why sometimes people have some shedding there. But guys, I'm going to stop right here. I hope this don't be a hot mess. And if I wanted to really hold that moisture, I would put my plastic cap on again. I just have a way of liking how the plastic cap pulls the moisture into my hair opposed to just, you know, of course you could take your water bottle, do a little mist, but you don't always need water. You know, I think sometimes you need the water, but sometimes water can be destructive with my texture if not done correctly. So this is my new water bottle I bought not too long ago. I've been wanting the darker bottles because I look at it like, look, if I'm going to buy all these essential oils and stuff, I need to get the right thing to block them from being broken down. So this is just apple cider vinegar, probably tea tree oil, and water. And that's it, guys. I'm going to head out and go ahead and get the day started today. I do got to make another pie. And I'm going to get me some lasagna. Yep, it's early, but you think I won't eat some lasagna this early? Oh, yeah, I will. But Merry Christmas. I hope you're somewhere safe and warm and, you know, thankful. Because at the end of the day, it ain't all about physical gifts and what people buy you and what you got. Although we love gifts, it's about being thankful and just being happy to be alive. You made it another year, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye-bye. See if I can end this.